3 cities in China have been locked down to try to control the spread of coronavirus. The first was Wuhan, a city of 11 million people, where the new virus first appeared. Authorities have suspended planes and trains in and out and stopped all public transport within the city. Then this morning they decided the same needed to be done in nearby Huanggang and Eshao, which will affect another 9 million people. The tally of those infected is rising all the time, but at the last count it had reached 633, with 17 known to have died from the disease and many more in a critical condition. It's also reached the United States, Taiwan, South Korea, Thailand, Japan, Macau and Hong Kong. The UK Health Secretary Matt Hancock has said there is an increased likelihood of it appearing here. It's a long time since any government tried to lock down a city. Daniel Pekarek is a Czech software engineering student at Wuhan University. Although his flatmates and girlfriend left the city for the Chinese New Year, he decided to stay. And he told me what it's like there.
I'm a bit confused and to be honest, I'm not sure what should I do because I'm all alone here in Wuhan. I've got some friends who study at the university as well, and we have all decided to stay in our rooms. They are staying in the campus and I'm staying in my own apartment.
Because what? You're in a private house in the city?
Yeah, I'm in a private house in the city. It's shared by other Chinese people, but they're all out right now and they will not be back until the Chinese New Year. So I'm all alone here.
Did you have a choice to leave?
Right now I didn't have, but before my parents asked me if I wanted to go to my country, but I wanted to stay in Wuhan. I heard about this infection like in December, but back then nobody cared about it. It seems like a small thing. But right now it's getting out of hand, I think. The Wuhan is closed and I heard other cities are getting closed as well.
And what does it mean that the city is closed? How is it affecting everything?
People are not able to go in or out of Wuhan. It's isolated right now. I can go out of my apartment and I can move around in Wuhan by foot. The public transport is all blocked right now. It's impossible to use public transport. There is no bus. There is no subway.
Okay, and so how are you set up? Have you got food? Have you got enough to sort of look after yourself?
The life in China is quite convenient. I live in a neighborhood and the neighborhood has got some convenience store and there's everything. So I bought some water, I bought some snacks, I bought some instant noodles. But some people said because of the Chinese New Year, there's some possibility the shops will close. And I've seen some pictures on the internet that the shops, the Walmart and stuff like these are all getting sold out. That the people are going crazy and they're trying to buy as many things as they can.
And the food you've got, how long can you last on it?
Since I exercise, I've got many proteins, like 10 kilos of it, and I've got rice and some meat packed in the fridge and some tuna. I don't know, I think 2 to 3 weeks should be fine. 3 weeks maybe.
And you've obviously got water, there's no problem there?
I've got water I bought, but usually I drink the tap water. I just bought it, but I'm in a bit complicated situation and I might not be able to pay the water, so I might run out of water. So I'm going to try to solve this as soon as possible.
What, you're worried your water's going to be cut off?
Yeah, I'm scared of this because it's Chinese New Year and it's complicated here. I need to take a card and I need to go to special office here to charge it, but everyone is out because of the Chinese New Year. And I've got nobody with me who can speak Chinese because my girlfriend is out of town. So it's very complicated right now.
Did she decide to leave the city?
She left maybe a week ago to go celebrate the Chinese New Year with her family.
And were you tempted to go with her?
To be honest, her parents don't know about me yet. So it's the reason I didn't go with her. It's a little complicated between us.
How are you going to spend your time? Daniel, how are you going to spend your time over the next week or so?
I was planning to stay in my apartment because I'm scared to go to gym and I'm scared to go to public and not many people are willing to go out.
Daniel Pekarek from Wuhan. Kerry Allen is the BBC's China analyst and has been monitoring the online what's coming out. And Kerry, there have been some extraordinary images of what life is like in a city that's locked down, aren't there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a huge city that's got a population of over 9 million, maybe as many as 11 million people. So there's a lot appearing on Sina Weibo, which people use instead of Facebook or Twitter in the country. And some of the footage we've seen, for example, people in supermarkets struggling to get as much food as possible. They want to take it away. We've also seen at train stations, there have been reporters on the ground, Chinese reporters, who've been interviewing people who were hoping to travel today, and they've been saying that they've not had any information whatsoever. They've just suddenly realised that their trains are suspended. So a lot of frustration coming out and a lot of confusion. But yeah, also pictures as well of empty subways. The city has very much gone into lockdown, and there's very little happening in the city. In fact, you can't even go to the cinema. One of the things that's happened today is that a number of film companies have announced that they're cancelling the release of their films because they don't want people gathering in confined spaces and possibly passing this virus on if it is amongst people.
But I mean, interesting. Daniel talking about going to the supermarket and sort of on the one hand he needs to get food and stock up, and on the other he sees a woman coughing and he gets nervous.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I mean, there are pictures everywhere that I've been seeing. Anybody in Wuhan, in fact, even TV presenters on air today are wearing masks. So people are investing in masks. They're buying them online. Companies have been warned not to inflate the prices of their masks. That's how problematic it is. But people don't know what to do with themselves. They obviously want to go out. They want to spend time with their families. But they can't actually physically go anywhere. As Daniel says, the transport isn't running.
Kerry Allen, thank you very much.